Hello to all investors. In today's video, we will do the top 30 quotes for both investment and success in life from one of the best investors of our time, Mr. Warren Buffett. If we miss any quote you like, we do apologize, and please share it with us in the comment below. Thank you. With all due respect and no further delay, let us dive in. 1. Ultimately, there's one investment that supersedes all others. Invest in yourself. You can't beat, can't be taxed, and not even inflation can take away from you. 2. I will tell you the secret to getting rich on Wall Street. You try to be greedy when others are fearful. And you try to be fearful when others are greedy. 3. No matter how great the talent or efforts, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. For in the business world, the rearview mirror is always clearer than the windshield. 5. Investors should be skeptical of history-based models. Constructed by a nerdy-sounding priesthood using esoteric terms such as beta, gamma, sigma, and the like, these models tend to look impressive. Too often, though, investors forget to examine the assumptions behind the models. Beware of geeks bearing formulas. 6. Wall Street is the only place that people drive to in a Rolls-Royce to take advice from people who ride the subway. 7. If you aren't thinking about owning a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. 8. Diversification is protection against ignorance. It makes little sense if you know what you are doing. 9. An investor should act as though he had a lifetime decision card with just 20 punches on it. 10. Calling someone who trades actively in the market an investor is like calling someone who repeatedly engages in one-night stands a romantic.
Please, if you like what you see so far, may you kindly click like and subscribe. This will really help us a lot, and we truly owe it all to you. Thank you so much for your time and attention. We greatly appreciate it.
11. Derivatives are like sex. It's not who we're sleeping with, it's who they're sleeping with that's the problem. 12. Read 500 pages like this every day. That's how knowledge works. It builds up, like compound interest. All of you can do it, but I guarantee not many of you will do it. 13. Buy a stock the way you would buy a house. Understand and like it such that you'd be content to own it in the absence of any market. 14. The more you learn, the more you earn. 15. Our favorite holding period is forever. We are just the opposite of those who hurry to sell and book profits when companies perform well, but who tenaciously hang on to businesses that disappoint. Peter Lynch aptly likens such behavior to cutting the flowers and watering the weeds. 16. To be successful, look for the job you will take if you don't need a job. 17. The rich invest in time, the poor invest in money. 18. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. 19. For investors as a whole, returns decrease as motion increases. 20. If you're in the luckiest 1% of humanity, you owe it to the rest of humanity to think about the other 99%er. Just a quick friendly reminder from payingforward.net: if you do well in life, or when you do well in life, seek ways to pay it forward to others that are less fortunate than us. Thank you. 21. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. 22. Leaving the question of price aside, the best business to own is one that over an extended period can employ large amounts of incremental capital at very high rates of return. 23. If we aren't happy owning a piece of that business with the exchange closed, we're not happy owning it with the exchange open. 24. Go to bed a little smarter each day. 25. My wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest. 26. A line from Bobby Bear's country song explains what too often happens with acquisitions. I've never gone to bed with an ugly woman, but I sure woke up with a few. 27. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. 28. Cash, though, is to a business as oxygen is to an individual, never thought about when it is present, the only thing in mind when it is absent. 29. It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. 30. A small chance of distress or disgrace cannot, in our view, be offset by a large chance of extra returns. If you would like to know the intrinsic value of your stock of interest, please feel free to visit our site at valuesnip.com for free intrinsic value calculators. Thank you for making it this far. We throw in 3 important bonus quote here just for you. 31. When a person with money meets a person with experience, the one with experience ends up with the money, and the one with money leaves with experience. 32. Never give up searching for the job that you are passionate about. 33. If you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you need. Thank you so much for your time and attention. We greatly appreciate it.